I'm Kevin Coleman with the Setup Post, and Brady Ratzlaff with Camp Cattail just spoke to the Ross County Commissioners. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, Brady Ratzlaff, president of Camp Cattail, which is located out at 322 Cattail Road, which is a county-owned property, but maintained by a board of trustees of Camp Cattail, which the whole purpose of the place is to offer, campgrounds for individuals with disabilities to have a place to go, play on a playground, access bathrooms, walk the trails and things like that. And we typically come in once a year to give the commissioners an update on kind of some of the projects that we're doing. So that was the whole purpose today.
Last year, I think, the boat dock was the big project.
Yes, that was a project done. We received a grant through the Landrum Fund, which is through the Ross County Board of DD, and we were able to basically demolish our old pond grant, or our old pond, and replace a brand new one, which is much bigger and nicer.
You mean the whole dock?
Yes, itself, yep. Not the whole pond, the dock. But we also did improvements to the pond with that as well, cleaning out some vegetation. So if you haven't been back there, it looks totally different than what I used to.
And this year it's the caretaker's residence?
Yes, we recently had a caretaker that left. That's part of something we do out there. We have somebody that lives out there that takes care of the grounds, the mowing, fixing plumbing, things like that. We had an old trailer that we had demolished, and we ended up putting a tiny house on a foundation now to where it's almost finalized. We should have somebody moved in the next month.
And some of the work was donated?
Yes, some of it was donated. We received some funding from the Ross County Board of DD. A lot of the funding was from ourselves, from our own, and some of the work was donated. We had electricians who donated time. We paid for the materials, they donated time. Luke James was our main contractor from Frankfurt, who did the drywall and all the stuff on the inside. But we're about a month from finishing up and hopefully have somebody moved in there to take care of the grounds, but also to serve as a security purpose too. With nobody back there, you risk somebody coming back and stealing or vandalizing. So that purpose of that caretaker is for that reason as well.
And that doesn't directly impact the camping, but it definitely is an important aspect to it.
It's important to have somebody out there that can unlock the doors, because right now we have board members going to do that until we fill that vacancy, which can be an inconvenience. So it's nice to have somebody on the property. You
said, I think in the last 5 years you've done a lot of work.
Yes, we were fortunate to get the Landrum Grant Fund to improve the pond dock, the work around the pond. We've got the Landrum Grant as well through the Ross County Board of DD to basically refurbish, regut, and redo our bathrooms, make them more handicap accessible. When we have individuals with wheelchairs that come out now, it's more accessible to them and up to code. So those are the two main big projects excuse me, that we've done in the last 5 years. Fortunate for grant money and local donations.
And you said the caboose is next on the list?
I think it's, that's one of those visionary. It's something we'd like to get done, but the key aspects of the caretaker's home, the pond dock, the bathrooms, and the shelter house were priority just because of those things that when the people come out that they're using. But it is on our list. If anybody wants to donate, they can contact me to have it refurbished.
And maintenance is constant, but are you getting that list checked off?
We had a list of candidates or a list of maintenance?
Maintenance, things you want to work on.
Maintenance, yeah. We're always looking out, 3 to 5 year plan of things that we can update and do. But like I said, the caboose will be on that list. But as you know, with maintenance, issues happen, things arise that may change that priority.
So anybody who isn't aware of Camp Cattail and that it's a great facility for handicapped.
Yeah, it's open to the public as well. It's a park that's open from daylight to dark, so anybody can come out and walk. We have several local residents that come out and walk the trails, bring their dogs, ride their bikes. It's got 2.2 miles of paved paths around, so it is open to the public, but we specialize in some of those, the buildings, the pond dock, where they are accessible for individuals with disabilities if they want to come out.
So how can people learn more about that, come over?
We do have a Facebook page. Just type in Camp Cattail, which gives a list of all of our events that we're having throughout the year and information if somebody's wanting to rent the grounds for like the shelter house for birthday parties or weddings, or if they want to camp. So all our information can be found on our Facebook page.
And it sounds like you're booked up for all the upcoming weekends, plus you've got an event coming up.
It is pretty popular when it comes to the camping. Every weekend's booked, starting this weekend all the way through the 1st of November, which happens a lot. So I encourage people to go to that Facebook page, which gets you in contact with Pam Stewart, who does our bookings early in January before those dates start to fill up. And our upcoming 2 main events are our kids camp and our camp for adults with disabilities. We have 2 separate weekly camps. It provides them with opportunities to ride horses, take hay rides. We've had the sheriff's office come a lot of times, or a canine. The paints players will come out for these kids. Fishing's one that they love to do the most, but kids from the Pioneer Center for Kids Week, they're not all from the Pioneer Center. We accept people out of county as well. But our information for camp should be coming out soon for those 2 weeks in June.
All right, Brady Ratzlaff with Camp Cattail, which is off County Road 550, sort of.
And
no,
then,
Beers Run.
Yep, off Beers Run. You just go past the JDC. It's the next driveway on the right, 322 Cattail Road.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, thanks.